So let me jump into the email. So this is the sprint 36 review, and our goal is to implement the POC for categorizing all emails with AI, and we finished this goal. And it is 1 week sprint. Let me scroll down. Yeah, I will add Yuli and Adam later. So for time spent, so it is I spent like 6 days, and Piers and Ken spend some time on it. Okay, so let's go to the spring review backlog. So we finished 2 PBIs and several in progress, 1 in review. Let me jump into the board. Let me zoom in a bit. So we finished the POC, categorizing all emails with AI. And I used the ChatGPT to do this categorization. But in result, let me show you this comment. So after we categorizing this all emails with AI, we found that the result is not like good. So there are 2 reasons. The generated categories are too general and don't fit to us, and there are still lots of categories. And then we go through with Adam about the decision to like change all categories to tags. And here is the task we need to do, and I create a PBI for it and put it into our current sprint. So let's for this one.
Is there like a list of example categories that it came out with that aren't good, that we don't like?
You want to see? I can show you roughly. If I go to here, go to the chat, and if I scroll down, yeah, here is the rough. Yeah, it looks like terrible. Yeah, it's very general, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's for the first PBI I done. And the next one is just upload the video. Yeah, so that's it. Let me go back to here. And then there are 2 more. So one is sync his historical data. Let me, it is put into the current sprint, but let me show you. So for this one, the progress of this one is we sync like 4 years data, and that's 1 year still in syncing. And during the forecast and the peers suggest, we need some like data people to review our actual architecture design for data syncing and then get checked by Mermet. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay, and the next in progress is for this one, change all categories to tags. Yeah, so for this one is still in progress. Yeah, and we will continue doing this one in this sprint, in next sprint. Sorry. Yeah, and the one in review is this one. So Piers has some feedback for Ken's mockups and can modify it and needs me to review it. Yeah, but I haven't got time to review this one, so I will do it in the next sprint. Okay, so good. Any questions, guys? Good.
Sorry, if we thought because it looks like those categories are kind of the what's the word? It's not the project. It's not like subdividing it into the topics that it was about. It was more the one level higher than that, the types of topics. This is a technical issue or a project issue or whatever. Could we not just be more specific and say we want to know like the kinds, like example categories? Did we give it a few shot? Is what I'm saying, or was it like a 0 shot prompt that gave us those categories? Like what kinds of categories are useful? We probably want to know, right, this one's about internal processes, but this one's about a product, and this one's about staff issues, or I don't know, like is that useful? Who looked at the list of, sorry, I'm not going to answer it. Who looked at the list of outputs that it gave and go, right, that's not useful? Was it just you, Luke, or did you look at it with Callum or Piers?
We just went through it with Callum in this meeting, but I also went through it prior to this meeting.
Okay, cool. And were any of them useful?
I didn't look at it like super in depth, but like when I looked at it, I was like, this is not really it's very generic, so I didn't feel like it was useful. The only one I noticed that maybe could be useful is like error notifications, but I think we already have that. So yeah, I don't know.
And usually we have an idea. So in EagleEye, we have some like predefined. Oh no, this one. Sorry, let me go to here. We have an idea. So in EagleEye, we have all those categories, right? But we have other, right? We have idea to use AI to help us analyze other categories.
Yeah.
To
So actually,
see,
let me pause you right now. So the list underneath other, did you give that those as examples to like here's the ones we found so far. Find me more like this.
No, I haven't tried that. No.
Okay, that might be an option, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, but I guess we have an idea to use AI to like check other category to see if there's like new categories we are going to add.
Yeah. So the idea, I'm assuming, is to get some insight. By the way, I went through with some Viva Insight stuff with Warwick on Friday as well, which made me think about this. And I told him that he should be talking to you or Callum or someone to share pointers, right? Because this is basically we're trying to build the same thing, but just with more specific granular information, right? Because Microsoft's trying to keep things super safe and have things be very generic and not invading any privacy at all. We're trying to go a step deeper than that and go, right, well, if you do a little bit, then can you get any more useful information? But we're still trying to solve the same problem, which is people working out how they use email, and where there are problem users of email or like things that should be stopped or things that should be exemplified. I think is that the purpose of EagleEye?
Yeah, I think that's basically the purpose, is to find where there's very large uses of time that are not necessarily as useful as the amount would warrant.
Right. So it's like it's almost like more granular timesheets, right? So rather than asking people to track their data manually, you just go, right, well, based on your communications, here's where you're spending a lot of time, or where a lot of time is being forced upon you by the number of emails you're receiving in this space.
Yeah, it's all about optimizing the amount of time spent and load balancing your team.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think with that lens, you could then maybe give literally that context to the prompt that you're giving, that you're asking, say, categorizing these things. Say, here's what I'm trying to optimize and solve for. Here is a whole bunch of emails. Try and help me find like categories that would be useful for me to identify. Do you know what I mean? I'm worried that this is not an AI failing issue. It's a prompting failing issue. Again, not knowing much about it. That's my guess. And sorry, Luke.
Yeah, I guess I disagree because I've tried this sort of stuff many times with AI in the past, and I feel like it's not very good at categorizing things.
Why don't we let Yuli try it, see what he can come up with?
We could, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Callum, I assume you'd be better at this than me.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I got anchored by Piers saying it wasn't worth it, so I agreed it wasn't worth it, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, it may not be worth it, but if it's not worth it, then I don't think EagleEye is necessarily worth it, because it's the purpose of EagleEye, right? Is that like the purpose of EagleEye?
I think it's fine because I think the categories don't make a lot of sense already. So I think the model we're moving to changes EagleEye into a form that's more useful. And at the moment, the categories and tags are confusing, and I'm not sure AI categorizing them is really going to help that.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
But I mean, like, I don't think it's harmful for yourself or Callum to have a go at doing it and see what comes out of it. Like, I don't think that would be a big problem.
Sure. Yeah, I can try. Luke, do you mind sharing the prompt you used with me, and I can tweak it and just see if that helps at all?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I will share.
Thank you, man. Sorry, I know this is all probably coming across super arrogant and everything. So sorry about that.
There are like 20 or 30 prompts, by the way.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, just dump them all at me and let me have a look.
The chat history is on the GitHub thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me continue. on email. So for the deployments, we don't have any deployments yet for this sprint. And for here is the job executions for daily scan. And for the report, Yuli, Eden, and Stefan are the top 3 users. And here is the Epic progress. So one thing to note here is for redesign categories and tags, we finished one of them. And R&D, we actually did 2 things. So first thing is we try to scan all emails with AI. And next thing is we try to think of how categories and tags works and do some redesign of it. Yeah. Okay, good. That's all the review. So let's have a look at the retro. So what went well? Yes, Luke and Colin, we have a plan for categories and tags. Yeah, that's a good thing. And Pierre's quick turnaround on the POC helped us course correct. And from Pierre's, so I disabled the training data in GPT, so it's kind of related to privacy issue. And from Colin, yeah, Pierce and Colin are finally in the same meeting. Yeah. And what didn't go so well? So AI did a bad job on categorizing email subjects. Usually want
Can
to
you
have an
Can you put the version of AI?
Okay. I'm using GPT.
Did you use the 01 preview or 4.0? I wonder if
I'm using
01 preview
4.0.
would do better.
No. So I think only 4.0 can upload like files.
All right.
Yeah, 01 we cannot upload files. It's GPT 4. Next one, yeah, we shouldn't use ChatGPT for categorizing sensitive data. Yeah, but I think if we disable the training data, that's fine.
I probably
Okay,
still wouldn't
so-
use it, but it's better.
Yeah, wouldn't. Okay. Yeah.
Can I just check? Toby Churches is involved in this now, right?
Yeah, but I think he's on client work.
Oh, but did you try to add him into the summary?
I didn't know.
No, I forgot. Toby, last Friday, we are going to do a spring review, and he asked me to add him for summary, but I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just going to add him now. Okay.
Sorry, I also
yeah.
forgot.
Is he on EagleEye, is he?
Yes.
According to Booked in Days, is on Time Pro, so that might need updating.
No, just the product owner. That's all.
All right.
Okay, shall I continue?
Yes. When Toby, if you can just
Toby's
switch
here.
back to the sprint review and just say the main point there.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome, Toby.
So, hey, Toby. Yeah. So let me just quickly through about the spring review backlog. So we try to categorize our email with AI, but the result is not quite good. So we are changing our categories to tags.
Luke, can you just show us the output that you showed us before, which is very, very generic?
Okay.
Yeah.
The GPT prompt.
Yeah.
Here?
Obviously, it's very, very generic, but you could put certain bits there that you're not keen on and tell it to combine, I don't know, surveys and feedback, travel and tips, and promotion and offers together. So you could keep doing it until you get it shorter and shorter.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have tried that, by the way.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So you're going to give it a go with Yuli to see if he thinks there's any value in it. Or maybe do it with Yuli and Seth together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it with you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's where we're at. Didn't really work. Okay. And all right, when you get to the retro, can you just put was it GPT 4.0?
Yeah,
you
GPT
put it there
4.
already.
You put it there, didn't work. All right.
Yeah.
So it's 4.0, not 4.0 mini.
not the full
sorry.
meaning.
Hang on, sorry, you're just looking at the email subjects.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Only
Uh-huh.
email subjects.
How are you going to know what an email's about from its subject? Like sometimes you'll be able to tell a little bit, but
It doesn't. Yeah, maybe that's the wrong approach. Maybe.
Well, hang on. Even if you include the full body, that's going to be way too much context for GPT.
Well, you could include the first 200 words.
It's still going to be too much context. We're talking tens of thousands of emails.
yeah, that's true.
Even the subjects, it probably doesn't get all the context.
What's the token limit for 4.0 right now? Is 160,000 tokens?
I also would be very suspect about putting the email body into GPT as well, just from a privacy standpoint.
Right.
I already think the subject is bad, but the body is even worse.
Are we not already doing that?
We're doing it in Azure OpenAI, which is a lot better than ChatGPT.
Yeah, right.
But this has been put into ChatGPT, so if it was me, I wouldn't.
We're just doing this as a proof of concept, right? We would actually move it into Azure OpenAI if we went ahead with it.
Yeah, but the real data has been put into ChatGPT.
Yeah, but it's just.
Can we just do 1 day's worth instead of all the email or something? I don't know. Limit our exposure a bit.
I think while it's a prototype, I think it's okay. There's not much going in.
All right, can we move on?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was just talking about those PBI. Yeah. So that's the main thing. Yeah, Toby. Yeah. So yeah, and then here we have some retro points. Yeah, I think you can have a look at email later, Sam. Yeah. So now let's move to the forecast. Okay, so for the next sprint, we are going to focus on a sprint goal, change all categories to tags. So this one is already in progress. It's 1 week sprint. And yeah, so change all categories to text. That's the main thing for us to do. Yeah, and we will continue to scan historical data. Yeah, but need to check with some data people. And next PBI we added is to subdivide project categories. Yeah, this is about some induction categories. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So any questions?
Nope.
It's good. Thank
Good.
you.
Thank
you. Yeah. And then you can see us sprint review video on the YouTube. Okay, see you guys. Bye.
All right. Okay. That's good, Luke.